Hey guys, sorry this one's late. Once again, you can hear my voice being scratchy from from recording it a few times because this is a huge one. This one, not a huge video, but this is one that I really feel passionately about. Maybe you guys heard, maybe you didn't. Rumors have been flying around for the past 2 days that YouTube is about to institute a monthly pay subscription model. Optional, but they're going to offer it. That for like $8 a month, some people are saying, they'll eliminate all the ads on the website. Which to me sounds great. It's totally something I would do. But I saw a lot of comments and a lot of discussion about it where people would say things like, why would I do that? Adblock is already free. And that bums me out. That really does bum me out. And the reason is, what I think people don't realize is that ads on YouTube aren't spam. They're not just money grubbing just to sort of wring some cash out of you and invade your privacy. That's what keeps YouTube afloat. Because YouTube is completely free, and you got to think of the amount of bandwidth and the amount of storage necessary, which is just gigantic. The fact that they're not charging viewers for any of this, or content creators. I'm allowed to add terabytes of storage to YouTube for free daily. Not terabytes daily, but you know, I'm allowed to, they allow me to add all the videos I want constantly and don't charge me a penny for it. In fact, as a creator, not only do they not charge me, but I have the opportunity to make money from it. Which, I mean, if you've been on the internet for a while, like, you know, 10, 15 years ago, that whole idea was just like insanity. And all that YouTube has been asking is that in order to do this, all you do is watch some ads, look at some ads. That's it. As a consumer of the entertainment, that's really the least we can do. You know, you sit down and you start binge watching all these channels and everything, and it's, you know, it's great that you do that because views and comments and likes and all that stuff are a big part of it. But if there's no, you know, advertisements going on, they're not making any money. And for a lot of the big YouTubers, this is what they do. This is their life. And for every person that blocks the ads, that is cutting off their revenue. The amount of money that YouTubers make per video, it's not like a hard and fast number. There's a huge formula behind it. It has to do with size of the video, length of the video, the amount of likes it gets, the viewer retention, just a bunch of stuff. Because there's different kinds of ads. But even at the smallest numbers I've seen, the lowest like minimum wage for YouTube, I ran some numbers and it shouldn't be super impossible to make a living as a YouTuber. I'm not saying be like a celebrity, but be able to have your own place and make YouTubing your job. That shouldn't be the kind of thing that's only reserved for the like high-level celebrities. That should be something workhorses can do. You know, workhorses in the sense of just blue collar, making a damn channel and doing it well. That should be totally doable. But it's not. And I've seen charts, like I saw it a while ago, and I don't have it like on hand, that showed the amount of money that they should be making for their videos versus how much they actually are, because of the huge numbers of people that have Adblock plus Super Pro or whatever installed. I have it installed because a lot of the internet is almost unnavigable with the kind of ads that they shove at you constantly. But on sites that I support, you know, especially your YouTubes and things like that, I leave the ad, I whitelist it, and I'm begging anybody watching this, please whitelist YouTube. You know, my videos aren't monetized because I don't want to put ads on my own videos considering the amount of money I'd make on them was like $3 a month. But, you know, for bigger YouTubers or a YouTuber I would like to be someday, it's dependent upon those ads. And that may be why YouTube is looking at a pay model, because the ad model isn't working. It's not sustainable. So what we're seeing is this optional pay model. But the thing is, if the kind of people who would be watching ads turn over and into the pay model, which I would suspect is going to be the case. I know I'm probably going to go for the pay model. I mean, it's $8 a month. That's what, 2 lattes at Starbucks? I mean, come on. You know, I know for some people that's tough to budget in because you got like families or you're a college student or whatever. But for you know, for a lot of people, that's totally swingable. But what worries me is that what's going to end up happening is that the people who do the pay model are also going to be the people who would have been letting the ads going in the first place, as opposed to Adblock users. So what you're going to end up with is all these pay people and then Adblock users. And that's going to make the free model even less sustainable. And it's going to make it almost just worthless, because this is a chunk of the viewer base that's eating up all the bandwidth and not seeing any ads. They're not making any money, which means they can't keep the lights on. They can't keep the servers spinning. They can't keep the storage going. They can't have that much bandwidth. So what we might see from then is like they start limiting the quality level on the free level, or they limit how many videos per day you can watch. They might do a full Pandora thing, or, you know, where it's like, oh, you've watched your 5 or 10 videos for the day, or they'll give you like, you know, you've watched your 2 hours of videos for the day, or your 1 hour of videos for the day. If you want to watch more, pay for the premium. And we might end up with like tiers and stuff like that. And it's all because it's so hard to have this thing where it's like everything's just free and available immediately, and you as a viewer just get to consume without ever having to do anything to sort of help support the model. It's impossible. It can't be done. And I know it feels like it sucks. It feels awful, the idea that it's like, oh, what do you mean I have to make sacrifices for it? But they're not big sacrifices. In this case, it's just turn off Adblock. That's it. You know, if you're watching videos for hours a day, or if you just keep it going in the background like I frequently do, what's 30 seconds here and there? That's a sliver. It's not like an hour, you know, like on TV where in a half hour you get, what is it, 12, like it's like 8 minutes of ads in a half hour of TV. It's not like that. It's like 15, 30 seconds for 15 minutes of videos. It's a fraction of it. And that's all. That's it. It's just so little. And what you get to do allowing those ads is the knowledge that the people that you're watching are able to do what you want them to do, thanks to that ad revenue. That they can continue to make videos, that they don't need to have a second job. And you're probably thinking, well, I have a full-time job, or SGD, you have a full-time job in your YouTubing. It's like, yeah, that's true, but my channel has to make a lot of concessions for that. You know, I'm not able to, I've taken moments and just imagined pie in the sky, like what would happen if I was a full-time YouTuber? How would it go? I'd have like one day of just recording like a motherfucker, another day of editing, another day of scripting for a big video, another day of this, and you know, the kind of content I could come out with would be wildly different. And that's like what the top guys are doing. They are making amazing content because they are in a position to do it full time. And I think there are a lot of YouTubers that should be able to do it full time that can't, because they're just not getting the ad revenue that's all based on just a teeny bit of time out of your day, out of my day, out of everyone's day, just a little bit. And I'm sorry, I'm just sort of going off here, but this means a lot to me because I feel like it's so minor. It's not, and I don't want YouTube to eventually become where it's impossible to use or enjoy for free. I feel like that would be so stifling. The beauty of the internet is the fact that it's open and free and anybody can hop in. I don't want to see a day where content creators have to pay like monthly rent because the amount of money coming in is too low. You know, the streaming model where you know, content providers are basically taking a slice of revenue, I think is beautiful. And I want to keep it that way. In fact, and I want to keep it in such a way where nobody gets their experience interrupted. And I really think it starts with turning off that ad block. Just that. Just watch some ads, man. It's cool. You know, it's all right. Relax. It's not that long. And you're helping. You're making this work. You'd be making this viable. You're keeping these YouTubers employed. It's not about helping people buy a second house. It's about helping people be able to make what they love and what you love and what I love seeing them make. This got really long. It's almost 10 minutes, and I didn't mean it to be 10 minutes, but I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Would you pay for it? I mean, I might, but what about you? How much would you pay for it? Where's the line? Where's the balance, you know? Anyway, that's it. back to the games. And by the way, my chest is still, I'm covered in red bumps. I'm not going to show you because it's ugly, but that was a bad idea. Ugh. So, all right. Till next time, SGD out.